city. DC, that's where I'm from. 1130 podcast. Dre on wheels, he is the one. Let's get it. Yeah. Who with me? Let's get it. Yeah. No, with me. Yeah. I'm from the city. DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 1130 podcast. Dre on wheels, he is the one.
He the one, nigga.
So let's get it,
baby. He the one with me.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome back, you guys, to the 1130 podcast. What's goody? How everybody doing out there, man? Thank you guys for joining me back here on the podcast, man. Good morning, good night, good afternoon to all my listeners all across the world, man, who's joining me this week on the podcast, man. And good morning to everybody who's listening to me on EB Radio. Yes, man, shout out to everybody, man, who download the EB Radio app and is listening to the 1130 podcast. And for everybody who's watching on YouTube, good morning. Appreciate it so much, you guys, for joining me back here on the podcast. This is going to be a great one, you guys. It's going to be a great one. For those who are watching on YouTube and who's new to the 1130 podcast, get ready for the ride. It's going to be a great show. And if you're new to the 1130 podcast YouTube channel, you're watching there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Smash the notification bell, like it, leave a comment. Yes, leave a comment so I know what you think and all that. And share it so we can get the 1130 podcast up and out there even more. And also, you guys, don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, man, I'm back here with a great episode, you guys. I'm riding solo, but that's not gonna stop me. But before I get into the show, you guys, I want to shout out my guest who was on last week. Yes, Sparkle, the host of Everything Sparkle. Thank you for stopping past. Thank you for everything, and keep doing your thing, Sparkle. Keep doing your thing. But you guys, man, we're not gonna waste no more time, man. Yo, we're gonna get into the show, man. We're gonna get into the show. How everybody's day is going, man, first and foremost. Man, today is going wonderful. But this month, man, this month been crazy. April, it's been a hell of a month, man. All right. With that being said, you guys, hey, we're gonna kick it off, you guys, here on the podcast with the WTF moment of the week, you guys. Yes, man. We ain't gonna waste no time, man. Oh man, where do we start? All right, you guys, man, you remember back in the days, you guys, where you go to Blockbuster or you go to Hollywood Videos or wherever went or whatever. I think Blockbuster was the most popular one, and you had to rent out a DVD or a VHS tape. VHS tape more precisely though. But man, them days were fun, man. Back in the days, I'm not that old, but my mom or my sister will go to Hollywood Video, go to Blockbuster, man, get some popcorn. We all sitting in the house, man. We watching the movie, though. We watching the movie, and yes, man, I used to hate when you had to return the movies. Yes, that's the messed up part about it. You like, man, this movie good. I want to watch it over and over. Because back in the days, man, when you had a good movie, you had to watch it over and over. The only thing about VHS tapes, man, besides playing it and hit rewind, man, it's going to take a long time to rewind than it is just stopping it and just rewinding all together, though. But, man, but I mean, with VHS tapes, man, who didn't record over VHS tapes? And, who didn't maybe man, this movie too good. I don't know if I'm taking it back. You might can't go to that Blockbuster or you might can't go to that Hollywood Video. They kind of block you and you got to return the videos and the DVDs by a certain time and everything. But man, I remember those times though. But you guys, man, here in 2021, you guys, is one Blockbuster, I think, still open, you guys, somewhere in Oregon or whatnot though. But yo, man, this is crazy, you guys. A woman, you guys, has been charged for VHS tapes, a felony for the VHS tapes she did not return. Yeah, that is crazy, you guys. A woman, was at a DMV, and she was moving, I think, from Texas to Oklahoma, and she got married, and she wanted to change her name on her license. And when she come to change her name on her license, they was like, yo, ma'am, you gotta go here, you gotta do this, and get everything situated, because something is stopping you from doing that. So she did that or whatnot, and made a couple of phone calls, and they told her she got embezzlement charges pending on against her name, or she's been charged for that. And she did some research and everything like that, and shorty is being charged, for a VHS tape that she did not return, you guys. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know for everybody who may seen Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I mean, it wasn't all that though, but I mean, like, really though, it's 2021, and now this lady is being charged with, and this, and come to find out, you guys, this haven't been the only case where people has been getting charged or getting pulled over for tapes they did not return. And we all know that's the main policy of Blockbuster or VH1. That's probably one of the main reasons probably they went out of business, because a lot of people ain't returning them damn tapes. You feel me? Like, this is my movie. I'm keeping this shit. You feel me though? But you guys, man, in 2014, you guys, yeah, in 2014, a woman went to a sheriff's office for an unrelated matter, and she was just there, and she found out, you guys, that she had a warrant out for her arrest for unreturned tape of Monster in Law. So I was like, wow, really? Like, really? Like, is it really that serious? And the guy in 2016, you guys, in North Carolina, I think this one was the funny of them all, you guys, the funniest one of them all. But really not funny though. But he was pulled over, traffic stop, a light was out of his car. Come to find out, you guys, he is going to be charged with a misdemeanor because he did not return a tape, you guys, they called Freddie Got Fingered. Yes, Freddie Got Fingered. And I know a lot of people were like, man, what the hell is that? Yeah, you guys, man, I had to do some research when I looked up this story, and I found out the lady who was getting charged, for, not returning Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but a guy, he got charged for Freddie Got Fingered in the movie, you guys. Like I said, I had to look it up. The movie is about a guy whose name is Tom. He's a struggling cartoon animated artist or whatnot. And he's trying to pitch this show to Hollywood. It fails. It falls flat. So he got to go back home. He got to live with his parents or whatnot. And, he don't get along with his dad. So he's living with his parents, and also he's living with his brother, Freddie. So his father is like, man, come on, man. You got to be independent. You got to go find a job. You got to get up out there and go do some things, man. And, the son, he ain't really liking that. But, of course, or young son don't want to listen to their parents. It happens all the time. But the son took matters in his own hands to do something crazy, to start up a lie that said, yo, man, the dad has been molesting Freddie, though. I don't know, maybe he fingered Freddie. I don't know. But hey, I thought the movie was wild as motherfucker, or at least the title of it. But I had to look it up. And it came out in 2001 for everybody if they seen it, though. Drop a comment if you have seen it or not, though. I might go check it out, though. But man, WTF moment though, here in 2021, I smell something fishy though. You feel me? Somebody is going to jail or getting charged, or whatever for not returning VHS tapes though. Like, come on, man, that's crazy. That is crazy, you guys. The woman was saying, others are fortunate to have this story that, of course, charges was dropped against her, last Wednesday and stuff like that, when all this kind of like got around, and she got this squashed immediately because she's like, man, I'm not trying to have a felony on my record. It's going to prevent me to have jobs and stuff like that. But yeah, she was saying that I'm fortunate, to have this outcome. Others aren't fortunate to have this, be their story or whatnot. So, man, WTF right there, man. For real, WTF, you guys. But we're gonna move on here on the podcast, you guys, man. Speaking of story, you guys, man, how is everyone out there enjoying my documentary on my YouTube channel, man? We up to episode 4 right now, where I'm telling my story. I'm enjoying it so much, man. I heard the feedback, and of course, the number one feedback I get. And I think Little David and Mia, the Little David Show, man, they won an award. Congratulations to me and David and the Little David Show, man. They won an award, you guys. And the thing that they were getting the most about their show when it was on YouTube, it was too short. It was too short or whatnot. I love it, man. And yeah, man, I get that response, and I don't really, my fiance be like, man, it's too short. I want all the episodes. Like, please show me. I'm like, nah, you gotta wait. It's like everybody else gotta wait. But man, I appreciate everybody who tuned in, to share it, to like it, to send me videos. Shout out to JJ Moss, man, from the Moss Network, man. The Moss Network podcast. Shout out to him for sending me a dope video, man, and just saying everything and how the story is inspiring him, and how our story is similar with our dads and stuff like that. So, man, oh man, you feel me? Like, I know that I want to inspire people, and be uplifting and a motivation to people, man. Because man, each and every week I come in on the podcast to talk my shit and do my thing. You feel me? So hey, the fact that I could, come on here and just share my story and for other people's to, to connect with it and resonate with it. It's so dope, man, and I continue to do it, man. I told my fiance right after it. For those who don't know, we already just up to episode 4, but I'm gonna give you guys, man, no spoilers or anything, but it is gonna be some type of spinoff. It's coming like next year or whatnot. But we're working on that. So that's gonna be really, really dope. But yeah, man, this documentary just been off the chain, man. I'm loving it. And I thank everybody, man, for tune in and check it out, man. But new episodes, you guys, man. New episode will return in 2 weeks, you guys, May 9th. So episode 5, keep tuning in, you guys, and just go binge watch episodes 1 through 4 on the 1130 Podcast YouTube channel, man. For real, you dig, man. And in the documentary, man, of course, man, I talk about, my life, the recent episode, dating with a disability. Man, because if I'm gonna take a moment to, because growing up, man, or just, before, I got, engaged with my fiance now, man, I really didn't have too many, girlfriends or women, like I had a lot of crushes and I had a women that I, may have liked, but they always, perception always was their reality. Once they saw me or once they look at me, it was always, okay, he in a wheelchair. Because, and the funny thing is, besides, the funny thing is, to be honest with you, the most people, the question that most people ask, me is, how you get, did you get shot? And I'm like, nah, I didn't get shot. I have a disability. So once I say that, they gonna like, oh, so what's a disability and stuff like that. So I tell them my disability. Never heard it. Of course, I know they haven't. I mean, some common ones like cerebral palsy, whatnot is very common. But like, mine's, I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of it. So, and then, for you got a lot of people out here who have disabilities, who have physical ones, who have mental ones. And some people who have the physical disabilities, their disabilities is not visible. You feel me? So, I mean, when you see me in the summertime or in the springtime like this, and you it's visible. You see my hands or whatnot. And the girl already kind of like, to me, that's how I felt. A girl already kind of like chooses whether she want to fuck with me or not. But in a way, it's kind of funny, if you say, or then when I just be like, hey, how you doing? Or whatever, maybe I didn't have game. I can admit that. I probably didn't have game or whatever, but, but if I be at the store and I'm buying something and I put out a $50 bill or whatnot, then you get a woman who like, oh, I'm trying to take care of you and stuff like that. So it's so crazy, man. You for real. I'm going to dive more into that, whole dating with a disability and everything. Coming up, on the documentary, man, but, stay tuned and everything. But, just the whole disability aspect, that I talk about also in the documentary is just that you guys, man, who have disabilities and you guys, man, you need to realize, like I said, man, disabilities is just, not just, something that, you can't see or that you could see. Some people will have disabilities that off the buck you can see. You already, people are already judging them. And then you got some people who have disabilities that you can't see. But I want everybody out there, like I said on the podcast before, man, everybody got a disability, whether, people know it or not, visible or non-visible. But everybody, man, use that as your disability as your superpowers, man, for real. And I know that may sound funny to some, but use that as your superpowers to transcend yourself, to be better, because, hey, you look at Superman, he got some superpowers or whatnot. He can, kind of like get around Times Square faster than everybody else. And Batman could, fight crime and destroy everything else, as he could, like whatever. But use your disability, man, as your superpowers, man, and just go hard at it, whether, if you can't hear or you got a hearing aid, man, or whether you harder walking or whatever, the case may be, man. Use your disability as your superpowers. Be confident. Stand out, you guys. You got to stand out. A lot of people always want to fit in. Nah, you don't want to fit in because then, when you try to fit in, you become a follower. You want to be a leader, But, hey, man, stand out and hey, you gotta have confidence. Start with confidence though, but man, stand out. And it always come. And I say that to say, you guys, man. Um, like I was just saying, some people who have visible disabilities, like me, having a disability is it could be depressing at times because you'll go out and people will look at you different. You try to get a job and people will look at you like a liability, or we can't hire this person, or he can only do so much, or he can only do this, or he can only do that. And then you go out in public and you got people who stare at you and just look at you, and stuff like that. And when the little kids, like for me personally, when I see little kids, I'm like, okay, hey, they little, they don't understand, they don't know. But then when you see a grown 34-year-old or 30-year-old or whatnot just staring at you, I'm like, well, damn, just say something. Like, come on, I'm human. Like, what's up? What you want to talk about? I got a podcast. What's up? Like, for real though. And that's why it goes back to what I said on the podcast before, man. That's why it needs to be more representation in the world, man, because with people who have disabilities. So, if you see me on TMZ or whatever, news outlet or media outlet or whatever, and you see me rolling or doing my thing, and the fact that I'm in a wheelchair, it'll make a person who's not in a wheelchair and be like, hey, that's what's up, man. He doing that. You'll see it more often. It's not just rare or whatnot, man. But representation is important, man. It's very important, you guys, man. But you guys, man, we're going to move on here on the 1130 podcast, you guys. I just want to let everybody know, if you've been hearing something in the background, you guys, man, where I'm at this week, you guys, they are cutting grass and they are getting the hell on my nerves right now. I'm telling you, for real, they are cutting grass and they are being very, very damn disrespectful. You feel me? Very disrespectful. I don't want to have to go out there and take the grass cutting machine, shot it up real nice, turn that some bitch sideways and stick it up their candy ass. But man, well, we're gonna move on, you guys, man, here on the podcast, you guys. And before I do, you guys, man, I want to give a shout out, you guys, to April, you guys. She come through on the podcast, you guys, with questions by April with the segment, you guys. And I appreciate her for the help with the documentary also. But yes, you guys, it was her birthday this past Sunday, so shout out, you guys. April, the host of the segment Questions by April, you guys. Yo, you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the podcast, you guys. Speaking of April, you guys, man, what a crazy ass month this has been so far, you guys, man. Crazy month with everything going on with the release video of the Andrew Brown Jr. Case right now. And last week, you guys, we got the verdict with the George Floyd case and all 3 counts guilty. That was a moment for Black America, man. And it just seems like every week, every day, man, it's just man, where we go from here? Will Smith said it better, man. Racism ain't got worse, it ain't got better or whatever. It's just getting caught on camera. And then everybody has a cell phone and and press record and everything is out there to the world. It's out there to social media within 5 seconds or within a minute or so. It's just I don't know. I think all of us have to be accountable for our actions, and all of us just have to be safe, man, and don't turn a blind eye, man. You feel me? Because right now, I know for a lot of parents out there, they gotta have that talk with their, black, son, early, because raising a black boy here, and I wouldn't know. I don't have kids, but from hearing people, because I have sisters, I have aunts, I have stuff like that. You feel me? So come on, I noticed, raising a black boy here in America, man, one moment they here and the next moment they can be gone, off senseless stuff. You feel me? So, it's hard. I know it for parents out there that had that talk to sit down and, when you're encountering a police officer, what to do or whatever like that. You feel me? I already got to worry about just being black, but no, riding down the street or whether they just want to come out and just harass me or whatever, just act this way or act that way, because you never know. You never know if you're going to make it home that night. You never know. Now, they going to make it home. They going to be on administrative paid leave or whatnot, but you just never know. And like I said, with the whole George Floyd case, man, it was a shocker. I think my guy, John Altidore from the Pro Fan Sports said on his on his Facebook page. He made a post, America dodged the bullet, and I felt that way, because I was nervous, man. Last week when that was going down, I was like, okay, the case, the verdict is in. They taking a little time to announce this, but when they did, I was like, okay, because man, for real, if that would have went any other way, you guys, man, I don't know. I really, really don't know, man. For real. Crazy stuff, man. But speaking of crazy stuff, you guys, right here in the city, Washington, D.C., you guys, 4 cops, you guys, were injured. Yes, they were injured by doing some crazy shit. Yes, drag racing, man. Drag racing. You don't have nothing better else to do. I mean, crime ain't, important. I guess protecting people, I guess maybe from the coronavirus, I guess doing whatever you could do, trying to feed the homeless. You can't do nothing else but y'all just drag racing in Northeast DC. Y'all crash, into one another. Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I guess you could call that my second WTF moment of the week, guys. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, come on though, like, really?
5 exclusive. 2 DC police cruisers crashed just days ago, and tonight we're learning what caused that crash.
Police say the officers were behind the wheel and they were drag racing out in the Kenilworth section of Northeast D.C. Our Evan Lambert is there live with the latest details. Evan, what have you learned?
Lauren, D.C. police confirmed to us that 4 officers were taken to area hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. Our sources say that those patrol cars were going at least 60 miles per hour. They crashed right here into the fence here at the corner of Anacostia Avenue and Polk Streets Northeast. This is just down a few blocks from the entrance of Kenilworth Park and Aquatic Gardens. We want to show you some video that a neighbor gave us of the aftermath. You can see the front of the 2 cruisers smashed into each other. In an email obtained by Fox 5's Lindsay Watts, the 6th District Commander, Duria Habibullah, says the cars ended up being totaled. The email goes on to say the officer's behavior is, quote, not fair to any of us. We've learned through sources one of the drivers was a female officer who sources say is newer to the department. We asked neighbors to weigh in on this dangerous behavior.
I just saw these 2 police cars like going really, really fast, and then one crashed into another, and then they crashed into the wooden fence over there, and it was a really loud noise. I think that's just really stupid and irresponsible, because this is like our community. Like, people walk over here. Like a few days ago, like a Girl Scout troop was over here. I don't know what they were doing, but like, it's a small community, so it's just really dangerous to be doing that.
And in that internal email, the commander also noted that recently an MPD van responding to a shooting nearby was going 90 miles per hour, according to a neighbor. We asked MPD if those officers are going to face any discipline. They said that they are off the street during this investigation. It's also unclear if they will be cited for reckless driving. Back to you.
Crazy situation, man. That's crazy, though. Nothing better else to do. Really, nothing better else to do. So y'all gonna start drag racing, though. Okay, man. Crazy. What is world coming to, man? What is world coming to? But you guys, man, I hope you guys enjoying the show here on EB Radio, and I hope you guys enjoying it on YouTube. You guys, for real, man. Everybody who's listening and watching, man, sit tight, you guys. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and when I come back, I got the rest of the 11:30 podcast. You guys, don't go nowhere, for real. Don't go nowhere. You're listening, you're watching to the 11:30 podcast. You did.
Making a podcast just got a lot easier. Meet Anchor, the easiest way for anyone to make a high-quality podcast and distribute it everywhere audio is heard. No studio or fancy equipment needed. With Anchor, all you need to do to start podcasting is hold your phone up to your ear to record, either by yourself or with friends. You can also add music, background tracks, and voice messages from your listeners, all right from your phone. Then publish it everywhere, including Apple Podcasts and Google Play Music, with just one tap. That's it. You're all set up. It's really that easy. You can use Anchor on the go or from your desktop, and either way you get unlimited podcast hosting. All this combined means it just got ridiculously easy to make your own podcast, whether you're a beginner or a pro. And the best part is that Anchor's 100% free. Get the app now for iOS or Android, or visit anchor.fm to get started. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
When you grind from the bottom, then it feel more awesome. Don't be scared of us. Just approach with caution. 1130 podcast, nigga, is you watching? I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels is.
Welcome back, you guys, to the 1130 podcast. Appreciate you guys sticking with me throughout the commercial break. And throughout the commercial break, you guys, man, them damn people who's cutting the grass, they done gone now. So I think we all clear, man. We all clear. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me and joining me this week on the 1130 podcast, man. For everybody who's just joining me, thank you for joining me this week on the 1130 podcast here on EB Radio and YouTube. You guys, man, we've just been chatting it up here on the podcast. You guys, before the break, I was talking about how the cops in DC drag racing just don't have nothing better else to do, man. Well, another cop, you guys, man, he went viral. Yes, he went viral in marking the LeBron James, LeBron James statement that he made on the Ma'Khia Bryant. So you guys, man, check this out real quick.
I've arrived at that disturbance. We can have LeBron call my cell phone right away, please. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No, can you put the knife down, please, sir? Sir, no, sir, don't stab it. No, stop stabbing. Stop. Oh, hold on. It's LeBron. LeBron, hey, yeah, it's me again. Listen, I'm out here at this disturbance call, and there's a guy trying to stab another guy with a knife. What do you think I should do? Why does that matter? Okay, well, they're both black. One guy's trying to stab another guy with a knife. Deadly force is completely justified. Uh-huh. I see. So you don't care if a black person kills another black person, but you do care if a white cop kills a black person, even if he's doing it to save the life of another black person? I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but then again, you are really good at basketball, so I guess I'll take your word for it. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, LeBron. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. What? Nothing. I gotta go. Sorry, guys. You're on your own. Good luck.
Man, that was some crazy stuff right there. I mean, the cop, mocking LeBron James, saying, oh, man, what color are they? Does it really matter? And stuff like that. Here in D.C., man, a cop also went viral, too. It was a guy who was interacting. I don't know if he got pulled over or whatever like that, or was altercation with the police. And the guy was like, yo, man, are you going to do me like Ma'Khia Bryant, man? And the cop replied, man, well, if you had a knife, I'd do it. So it's so many things, man. It's crazy. That's why I said, man, a lot of this shit is just getting put on tape now. It's getting put on tape. It's going viral, man. And it's crazy, man. It really is, though. And the whole LeBron James, tweet where he was talking about the cop who shot the 16-year-old girl, I believe, who called the police for help or whatnot, and she was the one that getting shot, and she got shot 4 times and stuff like that. And people were criticizing LeBron James. I think of a bar in Ohio or whatever. It's like they're not playing no more NBA games because of what LeBron James said. And people were are upset, with Bron, man. People are upset, of what he said and the reactions to it, because the cop shot the girl who was attacking the other girl with a knife. So, I mean, what would you do? What would you do? I don't know. I think we need, to have movements and moments where we just stop all killing. You feel me? And just stop having just moments where it's just like, oh, another white officer killed a black woman. Okay, we gonna march today. We gonna march tomorrow. We gonna march and then after it, we don't hear about it no more. We don't really see it. It die off. You feel me? And then it's gonna happen again. Okay, another white officer killed another black woman. We gonna march and we gonna do this. Like, for real, man. Each and every day in African and black neighborhoods, man, and black communities, bro. Like, black people are being killed by each other daily, each and every day, man. Like, for real, we need to stand up and say that. Like, for real, like, ain't nobody gonna have our back like us. So we need to stand up and and stop killing our own. For real, man. It really is, man. It really is crazy. But you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the 1130 podcast, man. How you guys, man, well, not even how you guys, man. Did you guys tune in to the DMX funeral? Man, it was very, very sad. All the words from everybody who said everything, and just the loss of a legend, man. I spoke with Erica from the Dope Discussions with Erica podcast a couple of weeks ago. Just how about DMX, man. That I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up song, man. It resonated so well with me, and I talk about it on my documentary, you guys, man. Right after this episode, you can head over to the 1130 Podcast YouTube channel and check it out, man. Tell me what you think, man. Like I said, I talk about me walking before I was in a disability, in a wheelchair, having a disability, and how my muscles would get weak. At times I got older, and as I got older and stuff like that, and had to deal with that, as a teenager, and just not knowing, just being uncertain of a lot of things and stuff like that. Man, that song really, really hit hard with me. And man, DMX is truly gonna be missed. I know everybody, man, in Brooklyn, they was doing their thing. The whole support, all the bikers, everybody came out, man. Because when I was coming up, man, DMX, man, was the guy. I'm telling you, man, DMX was the guy to crank in the car. And I know everybody for the last probably 2 to 3 weeks had my man on rotation. He was doing his thing, man. So, yo, shout out to the whole DMX and everything, man. And his loved ones and his family, truly gonna be missed. Truly is going to be missed, you guys. Speaking of miss, you guys, man, man, we all have family, man. And with the coronavirus going on, we have loved ones that we're trying to get back to, and we try to get to. Some people haven't seen their families over a year or whatnot, man. I couldn't imagine not seeing my mom or seeing my sisters or my brothers or my loved ones or my fiance, man, for over a year or whatnot. But we need to learn to give our flowers to everyone while they're here, because life is short. Life is short, and before you know it, we could be gone. We could be gone, and everybody needs to open up the ear, not turn a blind ear to what the fuck is going on, man. This world is real wicked, and it's real out here, man. So, family, everyone, man, just love on your family, give them the flowers while they're here, pay attention to them. Pay attention to, what's going on, and be involved in their life, man, and respect your children also, man, because hey, man, you got some people who grow up, man, that don't have great relationships with their parents, man, and don't have anyone. And we all understand that you can't choose your family. You can't choose your family members, but you could make your own family, So love on them, man. Love on them. And show them that you care and everything. For real. Show them that you care, man. For real. You guys, man, this has been a great show, a great episode here of the 1130 Podcast, man. Before I go, you guys, my prayers, man, go out to everybody over in India, man. The cases of the coronavirus has shot through the roof, man, and the hospitals are overwhelmed. So it's man, here in the United States and here in the Black communities, man, we worrying about a cop. We got so much against us, man. So with just in life itself, man, stay safe. Stay prayed up, man. Just protect yourself, protect you and others. Whether it's for you to go get the vaccine, go do it. Go do it and protect everybody, man. Because India, it's not the same here in America, and I know they're going through it right now. So prayers go out to everybody over there, and for all the people who have family over there in India, man. Because we got to be fortunate, especially when you woke up with a roof over top of your head, you woke up with some running water, you got to wash your ass, brush your teeth, wash your face. Give the glory all to God, man. Give the glory all to God, man. All to God, all to God. But you guys, man, this has been one hell of an episode here of the 1130 Podcast. You dig, man? I'm riding solo, but I love it, man. I be telling people, man, I ain't got a guest this week, or when I don't have a guest, they be like, hey, man, that's cool, man. I love it. I get to, watch you and whatnot. But I just appreciate everybody, man, who show love and that's showing love. I've been going on a year and a half with this, man, and the connections that I have with people and podcasts, and connecting with people that I have on the episode, man, and man, the moment to be doing the commercial and after the show, man, because they ask, man, how long you been doing this, and for it to come off so natural and come off man, you've been doing it for a long ass time, but you only been doing it a year and a half, man. Hey, it's your calling, man. Keep at it, man. And I thank everybody for the advice, for the kind words, everything. I thank you all, man, for real. And I appreciate it. It's the 1130 podcast. You dig, man, here on EB Radio. You dig, man? Oh, yes. Before I go, man, I got to say this, yo. For everybody, man, who's watching on YouTube, you dig? Go download the EB Radio app right now, you dig? For real. Because you missed it this morning. If you're watching on YouTube, you missed the hottest show on EB Radio, you guys, man. Ride the Wave, you guys. Every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., you guys. Yes, I know, man. Some people are like, man, that's early as a month. But hey, if you're going to work, man, Ride the Wave, man. Catch all the dope podcasts, the Chronicles podcast. Catch it all, you guys, man. Quiet Storm, all the great shows, and all the great podcasters, man. On EB Radio, man, for real. In the 1130 podcast, you did each and every Wednesday on EB Radio and here on YouTube. So for real, man, download the EB Radio app, man. We about to take over. For real, it's gonna be big. It's really gonna be big, man. But oh man, it's been a great show. I hope everybody out there staying safe. I know, man, this world is crazy what we live in right now. So it's not too many people that you can turn to, or because all you see on the news is be so depressing or whatnot, and they're really not talking about too much or probably but the same thing. You feel me? So, man, stay woke, stay enlightened, stay prayed up, stay safe, yo. But before I go, you guys, man, don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter at Dre on Wheels. Follow me on Instagram at the 1130 podcast. Like the 1130 podcast on Facebook. Subscribe. Yes, subscribe to the 1130 podcast on YouTube. You dig? And also, you guys, the 1130 podcast talk pro wrestling, you guys, each and every Friday. Join me so I interview some of your favorite independent referees, ring announcers, you name it, you guys, all wrestling, man. And man, for real, that's each and every Friday on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify, leave a 5-star rating, and a review, you guys, on Apple Podcasts. I appreciate it so much. On Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, all that good stuff, you guys, for real, man. And you guys, a new episode of the documentary will return May 9th, you guys. So that will be next Sunday. And man, oh man, it's been April. It's the last show of the 1130 podcast here of April. Next week, you guys, it's going to be May. We're going to start off May good. And man, what an episode. What an episode. I thank everybody for joining me this week, you guys, man. But before I go, you guys, man, hey, believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself. Have faith. And you have not because you ask not. For real. Yo, it's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels. And I'm out.
I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels, he is the one. Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Let's get it, yeah. No with me, yeah. I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 1130 podcast, Dre on Wheels, he is the one.
He the one, nigga.
So let's get it, baby.
He the one.
Who with me? So
Yeah.
breathe, baby. Let's get it. You with me. Yeah, they gon' hate, but they ain't stopping this. I'ma keep making hits. Dre and Wheels, you know